At the Metrotown Mall in Vancouver, British Columbia, Halloween is being staged by a crew of British, American, and Canadian filmmakers for the children's fantasy Never-Ending Story 3.
You see what I see? Twinkle. Sweet.
Don't put words in my novel.
Besides the young human actors, the movie features two denizens of the land of Fantasia, a grumpy ancient tree called Bark Troll, and a naive 3-year-old boulder named Rock Chewer Jr. For director Peter MacDonald, believable performances by these two unlikely stars is crucial to the success of his story.
They're in every scene almost with the two young actors. It's very much Wizard of Oz. It's Judy Garland with her three mates. If they didn't work out, then good as she was, the film wouldn't have worked out. So we have exactly the same problems.
To create and perform Bark Troll and Rock Chewer Jr., the director turned to Jim Henson's Creature Shop.
We have to have, to make it believable, the best. They know exactly what a character should be to be believable. They are the best in the world.
Creating believable puppet performances starts here at the Creature Shop in London.
The most important aspect is to design a character that is believable, but also is full of character that people can sort of relate to. So you have to take into regard the performer, the restrictions of what's going to happen, because if it's a person in a suit, how are they going to perform?
All right, Kevin, let's just talk about the Bark Troll for a second.
Kevin O'Boyle's work is refined with the help of John Stevenson, creative supervisor of the Creature Shop.
But then coming through to some of these ones, I think these are actually getting really good.
Okay.
So I think this is the direction to go in, personally.
Once a drawing is approved, O'Boyle sculpts and paints a miniature figure called a maquette. This will be the basis for a full-size sculpture, which will then be used to mold and cast the character's body parts. For the performer inside Bark Troll, a body harness is built, and 11 body sections are created from lightweight foam latex. Each part is meticulously finished with a rubber-based paint called Marla.
Great. Now the body.
It was fascinating for me to encounter puppeteers for the first time and see what they were capable of doing with, you know, quite straightforward and basic objects, really. And I guess if I've done anything at the Henson organisation, it's always been towards increasing the effectiveness of the things that we make in the hands of puppeteers.
Once completed, the character parts are shipped to Vancouver, where they are assembled for filming. Bark Troll and Rock Chewer Jr. are each performed by two puppeteers, one wearing the costume, the other operating the head.
Like the other day I had to do a wink, so I've got a wink put in here on that side, and in case the director don't want that one, a wink on the other side.
Richard Keith Coombs is the master puppeteer who controls Bark Troll's facial movements. He uses Henson's performance control system. Operating two joysticks outfitted with various finger levers, Coombs controls the movements of 27 servo motors strategically positioned throughout Bark Troll's head.
Who you staring at?
These servos work much like muscles, causing the expressions on Bark's face.
Basically, I've got all Bark Troll's mouth expressions on one hand, all different kinds of vowel sounds we hope are going to come through. I've got a sort of a ooh sound, an e sound, something approaching an o, and an f, or a v, all on one hand. And on the other hand, I have eyes and brows and a few expressions put in which we can program and change from day to day.
Performance of the actor's body movements is also crucial to the effectiveness of the movie's fantasy characters.
See, I'm doing like the trunk here and these legs that move around. I don't know how wide you can go here. And then I've got branches here, and there's more branches out the back, which Richard has control of. But the ones out the side, I give a kind of a bounce to like that, you know. Well, while he's doing all the difficult stuff on the sticks there, I'm concentrating on not sweating too much. Yeah. Because otherwise that mucks up the computer, you see, inside there.
Very limited breathing in there, and it gets very hot, and between takes I kind of have to keep the mouth open for him to let ventilation in, and they blow cold air in to keep him cool. I wouldn't do what he does for all the tea in China.
I have to push my body and soul through this costume. I really do. I mean, these aren't my real biceps. These aren't my real hands. So I have to perform double the amount of action. So if I say, if I laugh, then I have to move my body much bigger just to come through the costume, you know, just so it looks alive.
Action!
For these modern puppeteers, the latest technology hasn't made their work any easier.
Yeah, trick or treat. All right.
But the on-screen result offers a lifelike appearance that film audiences have come to expect.
Hey, you big bully, it's right.